All right, and we're back. We're here in Brigham City, Utah at one of the most iconic tournaments on the PPA Tour. It's the Tournament of Champions. It is the first prize money tournament in all of pickleball, and it's a PPA Tour 1000 event. A lot of points on the line this weekend to determine rankings, standings, future seedings, and this is a tournament that is very important to the professional tour and pickleball as a whole. We're here with the first round matchup with Jay Devilliers, and he's taking on Mr. Galli.
Are we on, Jordan?
Game one, time in, 0-0.
All right, we're off. Sterling Galli choosing to serve first.
Light up.
For those of you at home, watch the way Jocelyn covers the courts in such few amount of steps. He's one of the best anticipators in the sport, anticipating where the ball is going to be and being able to be there before the ball. If you watch, he moves very efficiently. I would liken his movement similar to Ben John's, where it's not as sporadic, but everything has a method behind his movement and the court he's trying to cover.
Absolutely, very, very much conserving movement, as opposed to someone like a Tyson McGuffin or a Julian Arnold, who uses a lot of tiny, tiny steps to set their position for the ball, who are moving a lot more on the court. When you compare those two to Ben Johns or Jay Devilliers, you can really see the difference. Both work. It depends on what kind of player you are. But definitely you're going to use up a lot more energy if you're playing like a McGuffin. Galli is actually a Utah local. He went to BYU, played college tennis there. You're going to see some of that in his strokes. But he's actually from California originally. Maybe he'll have some fans in the crowd. We'll see.
Yeah, as you see the two-hand passing shot backhand, you can see that there's some tennis there.
A few loose errors here as we get started. This is their first match of the day. Still working our way through round number one here. Oh, that's just a beautiful passing shot there by Jay. Little fist pump, trying to get himself ready to go, tuned up into this match. Looks like a mishit there from Galli.
Jocelyn's one of the few players on tour that you will hardly ever see a two-handed backhand from. He stays with that one hand, whether he's slicing or turning over and hitting topspin. He likes to stick with that free movement, a little bit more space, unlike a lot of the other top pros that have switched to an exclusive two-hand backhand, as you see him rip that one-hander short corner right there.
It is on right now. He's done that about 3 times already in the beginning of game one. Cross-court rip, that one-handed. And it's actually quite deceptive as well. You really don't know until the last minute whether he's going to whip it around and take it cross or up the line.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of the guys, you know, when they go two-hand, they're going to be hitting it, trying to hit a two-hand topspin passing shot. And if they're going one-hand, they're probably going to try to hit a slice and a drop shot. But with Jay, you just really don't know. Is he going to go up the line? Is he going to hit slice? Is he going to hit topspin? Does a great job disguising that backhand. So does Tyson McGuffin, if you can ever get him to hit one.
Absolutely, and some of the downsides of a one-handed backhand, of course, is that there's a little more margin for error. You've got only one hand on that paddle. The two provides a little more stability and a little less space for making a mistake. when you've got the extra hand to steady it. So that's a risk that Jay takes with his one-handed, and certainly has suited him well so far in his pickleball career. With that, we're going to take our first time out. We will be right back, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us at the Club Tournament of Champions. I'm Hannah Johns. 8-1 here in game 1. Looks like the ref's going to walk out and adjust something here real quick. Something Galli does is the open stance serve, interestingly enough. It's something that I think Tyson does as well. Instead of standing as you do in tennis, perpendicular to that baseline, he's standing open stance, both feet directly against that baseline as he serves. And it's a serve that I've seen become a lot more popular, although it's contrary to what a tennis player would want to do when coming in. Oh, doesn't serve him well on that, however, so we're going to turn the ball back over to Jay.
Second call, Amani Purcell, court 9. Amani Purcell, court 9, final call.
Good little hands battle there. And game number 1 goes to Jocelyn Devilliers. He's going to take that 11-2. They're going to switch sides, and we'll be right back after a few short messages from our sponsors.
Some passing shots, but Jay has come out ripping backhands, really looking on point here. A nice little finish there at the net from Galli.
Yep. Side out, ball goes to Galli.
It's nice to see some fresh faces out here. Utah, of course, has a lot of pickleball. It's great to see some native Utah players come out to join this tournament, play against the world's best. It's pretty cool. It's our only tournament in Utah this year, I think. Or no, Red Rock, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've got Red Rock in Southern California, but it's really, that's 4 hours away from Salt Lake. This is about an hour and a half north. So definitely a different crowd. And yeah, I mean, if we're taking a look at pickleball in general, Utah has a great pro amount of players that are at the top of the game, but per capita, there's sure a lot of pickleball here.
All tied up here in game 2. A nice close there on the kitchen line and finish volley at the net. Beautiful shot. There's really not much that Galli can do about a shot like that. It's just perfectly placed there.
And Jay jumps out to a quick 5-1 lead. And he steps on the line. It looks like a foot fault.
All right, about time for that timeout from Galli, which he does do now here at 1-6. We'll be right back.
All right, and we're back. Beautiful Brigham City. Jay serves at 6-1.
Just a little wide there from Galli.
Bear with us as our technician goes and fixes the court mic down on the court. You got us commentating, but we're doing a little bit of a audio-visual tune-up here. Just giving you guys, we understand that the court mic's not working.
I know it's great to hear the pop of that ball and the players moving around on the court. We want to make sure that's all ready for you guys on the other end. All right, another point on the board for Galli. 2-7. Yet another Yola on the court used by Galli. Mike Laushii was using one earlier. It's been a popular paddle, especially among some of the singles players.
Lands in.
Another one from Jay. He's just hitting that spot over and over again here in this match. There's not much that Galli can do about that. A lot of the top pros will tell you that sometimes your opponent will just be painting lines. He's just on, he's feeling it, and there's not much that you can do but weather the storm, keep trying to play your game, play consistent, or maybe shake it up and try something new. But nobody can keep hitting lines usually for the entirety of a match. So don't get too rattled. Don't make those unforced errors. Just ride it out. And a line of his own now from Galli.
Let's see if I can give him a little momentum. I mean, he's probably not going to win the match here, but if he can get a few points against a competitor like Jay Devilliers, it could lead him into some momentum heading into the back draw. And there's another
one. Almost the same spot there.
He hit that one even a little better. And just like that, he rallies off 3 straight points.
Oh, that's a great rally. You saw Jay there caddy quartering that kitchen line, stepping outside to get a better angle on that ball. That's a good point for Jay. So Galli's going to want to slow his momentum by taking this timeout. We're going to hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Club Tournament of Champions. You're watching the end of Game 2 here.
Great volley there.
Oh. Thought he was going to make it for a second there. That's a great finish there from Galli.
Yeah, Galli had a great forehand volley, which set that up, pulled Jay out wide, and he was able to put that ball at a place where Jay really couldn't have a great shot. I mean, Jay was going for broke up the line. Would have been a great shot if he made it, but better sequence by Galli there.
Second call.
All right, that's a side out.
Glenn Orton, court 12.
You know, it's interesting to see we had that mid-season break. All right, setting them up for game and match point here. The mid-season break, as I was saying, it's interesting to see which of the players were practicing hard in the offseason and which ones maybe spent a little more time at home, maybe with the family, didn't spend as much time on their pickleball game.
Yeah, we'll see how that translates to the second half of the year. Obviously,
and that will do it.
Yeah, point game and match for Jay Devilliers. A great start. But I'll tell you, Galli sure started to come into his own towards the end of that game. He was able to string together better points, being able to get 5 off the board of one of the top 5 singles players in the world. Pretty good. So let's keep an eye on him and see what may happen to him the rest of the tournament. We're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back with another match soon.